Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger playing as Rexist Belgium. You may notice something's a little messed up over here. Well, the game has now crashed on me 3 times. It actually broke a save, but I was able to recover an autosave, which is almost exactly 1 month after where you guys last left off, which was the Canadians still holding out in Vancouver. Well, we didn't actually take Vancouver. We grabbed enough of the random lands that they capitulated, and then the war with Poland for Germany merged with mine, and then, well, basically the Germans decided to take Canada as a puppet. They also put this absolutely terrifying man in charge. Look at him. What is wrong with that smile, Adrian Arcand? Something's wrong with you. Something's really wrong with you. Anyway, they wanted this. And you might say, well, why'd you sacrifice part of Canada? 2 reasons. 1, it gives me a narrower front line. So the Americans are going to have to defend against the Germans, who I'm not going to call into the war if I can avoid it. So that could work out well for me. Also, I decided I want to take over the rest of the Dutch East Indies. So now I own an absolute ton of rubber. I own practically the world's supply of rubber between me and Belgian Malaya. So now, if you guys want to make any planes or tanks or anything, you got to come talk to me. The new goal is then to take over the United States so that I can also be the world supplier of oil. That would be amazing, but we'll see what we can do with that. In the meantime, I do need to justify a new goal against the United States, and it is going to take 125 days. Apparently, you really have to, what am I trying to say? You have to chain your wars if you want to get that nice, cheap justification cost, which is a little bit irritating, but okay. I mean, what can you do? We need 3 more political power. 120 days, it's not a big deal. That'll give me enough time to continue building up more factories, get a lot more production, get my armies in position. It's not like I have much of an army anyway. Even now, I only have, what, 44 plus 8 paratroopers? Not much of an army, really. Not much at all. So we're really just trying to blitzkrieg against the United States and see if we can beat them that way. The narrow combat fighting over here, it makes it easier for me as far as like actually getting an army together and maintaining a strong front line. It also makes it easier for them. But maybe we can distract them all in one big area here, use paratroopers to, like, grab all of this so they get, like, isolated, and then maybe cut off their supplies. I mean, I don't know. What would happen, right? They keep all their troops right here. We paratroop all along here. No supplies. Surround and kill. Could be kind of fun. We're going to find out. Let's get the troops over here. Okay, paratroopers, done. We're also going to use this as an excuse to just sweep down through California, which I don't think will be too hard either. So the problem here, by the way, as far as what's going to cause it to crash, apparently is clicking this button right here. I've tried it 3 times now, and that's what crashes me every time. So I'm just not going to ever tell my troops to automatically get deployed anywhere ever again because I don't trust it. It's stupid. Belgian Raj, stop training quite so much because you're just terrible, and let's add in a few more units myself. I still don't have much in the way of motorized. Now, we do need to start researching something different, because right now we're kind of getting stymied in our production. There's only so much that we really can do right now. We're trying to produce a reasonable amount of towed artillery. I do need to add in some anti-tank. Let's set this to here, maybe. Yeah, we do need to get some anti-tank going. I would like to get some close air support and some bombers, because both of those will be useful in a European mainland fight against Italy and the German Reich. The Soviets, if they want to come and fight Germany, I'm totally okay with that. As long as they give me proper Germany, that'll be great. I really, really hope that whatever war we end up doing against the Germans doesn't turn into something where the Soviets take some land that I need, and then I have to fight the Soviets in order to form the European Union. That would be just a wee little bit annoying. It might happen anyway, though. There's only so much you can do. All right, let's see. We're still not using any of these. We can get rid of that template. That's useless to me at this point. Colonial templates are useless to me as well. Get rid of that. Nothing we need here for the motorized right now, unless we want to throw in, like, some anti-tank. Cavalry really do not need to be a thing. Logistics companies would be fun. Though, truth be told, if we're only going to fight in the United States and in Germany and Italy from now on out, the infrastructure is not going to be that bad. We might not need logistics. I'd rather go ahead and say that we want to use some support anti-tank, you know? That could be pretty good. Really solid breakthrough and piercing value. Good heart attack. Yeah, mostly the piercing is what matters, let's be honest. We actually may want to consider instead tech switching over to some mechs. Get some armor-piercing mechs instead. That might be a better choice. Yeah, look how many troops the United States is going to keep on their front line against the unitary Canada. because they just know that the Germans might do something. They just know it. Oh, I don't know, man. Low manpower. 75,000, I will have you know, is like the best it's ever been. So shush. All right, let's see. We're still pretty popular here. We might eventually want to start switching over to democratic. Don't have to do it immediately. We can still wait for a little while, but eventually that is something we're going to have to do. We can wait until the very end of the game, though. It doesn't matter that much. Breakthrough for tanks and armor variants. Now, we don't really have a lot of tanks. And by a lot, I mean none. So that's a thing. We may actually want to consider at least switching over to mechanized. I don't know. We have 5 research slots. Once we get our industry back up to snuff, I think we need to start just going aggressively into some sort of new tech. New planes, new tanks, mechanized. All of those things would be good, and we actually have a pretty reasonable number of factories in order to support that. So I'm happy with that. Don't need to upgrade the radar right now. It would be nice to do this, but we're still 0.2 years ahead of time. Let's switch over to... Mechanized is also ahead of time, believe it or not. Let's go ahead and start researching the Great War tank. Why we're even bothering to research a, oh, wow, 1918 version of tanks? Can't you just move on? Can't we just assume that we want to start from scratch? Why do we have to go with an old version of a tank that's so outdated? What do you learn from that? I don't know. I don't know. The Germans are sending a lot of troops over to Canada. Perhaps they, too, are hoping to fight the Americans. Please do not. They are for me, and me only. Aviation effort is done. Good. Let's go to a fighter focus so we can get a research bonus. Or a bomber focus, but I think fighter would be better right now. No need to go for the nuclear effort. Construction tech is done. Good. So we could start working on some planes already. I would like to research a level of close air support, and we'll save our cost reductions for the more expensive and better models. Get those churned out a little faster. Civilian factories are free. Good. Guess what? I can build a whole load more military factories now. So let's go ahead and start doing exactly that. We need, wow, everywhere. Got some pretty good infrastructure out here, England. Be a shame if anything would have happened to it. All right, so we got all that. By the way, did we start constructing an airbase down over here? Yes, we did. We actually finished it. That was amazing. Okay, so you know what? Tell you what. Garrison this area. Paratroopers, we are going to use you to sneak attack Florida and force the United States to fight on 3 fronts: California, New England, and the South. That's going to be the goal. Maybe it'll work. We don't know. The United States is definitely getting stronger. They got a pretty good number of troops, lots of planes, pretty large navy. Enough to counter the British Navy? Maybe. We don't know yet. I'm not that strong. So really we're going to have to rely very heavily upon just straight up better strategy in order to outmaneuver our opponent. Communist China has capitulated against the Japanese. I haven't even checked Asia. Japan is starting to make some really aggressive pushes against China now. I would have thought that they had succeeded a long time ago, but... Huh. Well, they're definitely pushing in now pretty effectively. All right, technology. What do we need? Doctrines are fun. Don't need a navy. I mean, I'd like to, but no. Let's go for an upgrade for our artillery. I would like to be using more advanced technology, since we're producing plenty of it. Second Vienna Award. Hungary joins the Axis. Interesting. Interesting. So the Axis power grows quite a bit. We already own, like, all of Europe. But I will leave the Axis. That will make them significantly weaker. So what do we want to go for with our political power right now? Could go for infantry equipment and artillery design, but instead I might go for aircraft. Not only does that give me air research time reduction, but it makes my fighters better, which I do like. Alternatively, we could go for a tank designer. Speed and reliability, or reliability and soft attack. Huh. Those are both pretty good. Armor research time. Yeah. That would be nice. I'm not sure. I'm going to spend a lot of time researching tanks, I think. And only 2 more versions of planes. I would rather go for the armor, I think, and between the 2, speed or soft attack, I'm going to go for the soft attack. And Yali, there's a timer going off if you can't hear that right now. And Yali, there's a timer going off. Headphones, man. They are terrible. By the way, my wife has informed me that I am sick. Apparently, I have a fever. which explains a lot. Explains why I'm not feeling very good right now. So, yay. All right, so all the troopers are in position. No. All of you... Okay, cancel this whole garrison crap. I lied. I want all of you right here, where the air base is. We are going to launch the invasion of Florida. New military factories. We are producing some anti-tank. Let's produce more. We need a lot more motorized. We're doing fine on artillery right now, so we're going to have to upgrade a lot of that in a little bit. I'll probably leave it with this many factories for the time being. It's probably okay. Treaty of Craiova or whatever. I wasn't actually paying attention. Probably should have watched that. It is December of 1939. Good enough to go for the improved computing machine, which we do have a 50% reduction for, which is great. Outdated infantry equipment. Ah, that's the one we want to start upgrading. All right. So we're producing 20-something per day, but the efficiency should be going up pretty quick. I'm not too worried about it, all things considered. I think we'll be fine. Unassigned divisions. What else do we get? We got some more infantry. Sweet. Go here. You guys are going to join a new army down here. And this is going to join up under your control. And we're going to need a new general, new commander. Doop. We'll put you in charge, Sebastian. And you are going to garrison the islands down here as well. Because what's going to end up happening is once we land with the paratroopers, I'd like to get a little bit more of a front line so we can actually defend Florida. And just keep the Americans off my back. That's going to be the idea. The Guangxi clique has capitulated. All right. Does anybody have any traits? Nobody has any traits? No? Darn. These generals suck. I got spoiled. Spoiled on proper generals, man. All right. So this is all looking pretty solid. We have upgraded artillery ready to go. Good. Anti-tank would be fun and all. No more infantry companies I feel the need to go for. We're already working on those. Doctrine, we're already working on. Planes. We're working on fighter focus. If we wait 8 more days, I'll be able to get a research reduction for fighters, which is fine. Soviet Union declares war on Finland. Let's wait a day. There's mechanized defensive done. Now, do we want to go for airland battle, which gives us all hard attack, plus tanks and armor get extra soft attack and hard attack, plus reinforce rate, plus all frontline battalions get organization plus air superiority. So if you're using tanks, aircraft, and infantry, this is pretty good. Or shock and awe. Better soft attack for artillery and infantry. Reconnaissance, reinforce rate, more recovery and organization for everybody. Hard attack and soft attack. I think we go for shock and awe. I do intend on going for those tanks eventually, but at least for now, it is infantry and artillery all the way. Seems fine to me. All right. So, fighter focus is now done. Perfect. We could go for aviation focus if you want to have more air doctrine reduction. Mechanization effort would allow us to start working on mechanized, which I guess I go ahead and do. Let us now research an upgraded fighter. It only takes 67 days, and we'll be able to start pumping some of those out. Justification for New England is done. Scary. So we are indeed ready to declare war upon these United States. How fun that shall be for all of us. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and save the game in case it's a disastrous mistake, but let's go ahead and get started on this. All right, let's go ahead and give this a shot. I've actually had to restart the war because I made the mistake of calling in some of my puppets, and then for some reason, I just don't understand, they have the authority to call in people like the German Reich, which just ruins everything, by the way. I'm not a fan of that, and I'm not sure why it happens that way, but whatever. All right, let's go to the air base here. We're going to get a few more fighters in position. I'm thinking at least a couple hundred. We'll go over here. Maybe a good 300, actually. 300 planes for air superiority over the East Coast would be nice. You guys need to go over to Ottawa. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and bump you up to 300 fighters. And then over here, here's a weird thing that I don't understand. We'll go ahead and get the fighters, but we're not actually going to be able to use them for some reason. They can't actually reach the West Coast. Why? The West Coast is right here. I can't do it. I don't know why. But whatever. We'll go ahead and set up everybody over there. Great. Also, we need our transport planes sent down over to this island like so. Which island is this? Northern Bahamas. Okay, fun. All right, so let's see how we go against the United States. Not bad to start, though it's probably about to no, not bad at all, actually. That's about how it was last time. I'm pretending that things are unknown to me. I already have some idea. We should be able to get a nice encirclement right here, which would be fantastic. The United States calls the Philippines in. That's the reason I called in, like, Belgian Malaya. But that was apparently a huge mistake, because they just called everyone else in. I don't get it, man. I don't know why they were allowed. It seems to me like that's cheating, but whatever. Let's go ahead and set up some paratroop drop item orders right here. We're going to try to get a nice, thin front line right here, so we will be better able to defend it. The goal is not to actually have these guys push, exactly. It is to just distract the Americans so that they have to overreact. That is the idea. Okay, so that's all fine. Don't cancel. Those three get attached over here. These two also get attached over here. There we go. And go, go, go if we have the air superiority, which right now it looks like we do. Awesome. Drop, drop, drop. Why are we doing one at a time? I have 10 transport planes for a reason, you know. I can't think of any good reason we don't have that. And now we don't have air superiority. Ah, well, this poses a small pickle, doesn't it? Okay. The British Empire wants to join. You know, I want to join the British Empire, but what if they start calling everybody in? You know? That would be a bit of a problem for me. All right, let's see if we can just not worry about it right now. We'll just let the AI handle a lot of this. No one's allowed to join the war. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of you guys any further than you can throw them. And if you guys have seen my upper arms, you know that I can't throw much of anything at all. All right, cancel Lend-Lease. Don't care. So can we now send... No, why can't we do this? I don't understand why we can't have air superiority. It's not that far away. Oh, okay. Looks like we were able to land the rest of our troops. You, sir, are just going to go and clean everything else up. The rest of you are going to cancel these orders here and get assigned to this and just defend like heck. Actually, you're also going to get assigned here, but the goal is still to have you clean up the rest of Florida, just so we don't have to worry about it. Can 8 paratroopers hold against this? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, we're just trying to buy some time. Oh. Okay, looks like the American Navy is going to kill a couple of my infantry units. I guess they did not arrive in time. That makes me sad. Can we have you guys all push down this direction? Free civilian factories. Okay, let's get a couple more radar stations. We will put one over here in kind of the Carthaginian region. Cyprus. And honestly, that's probably good enough for the time being. Not feeling especially worried about anything else. Okay, so it's just military factories like crazy. We don't even have any research for synthetic factories, but truth be told, I'm not sure that it's going to matter. Because by the time we're done with the United States, and we already own the Indonesian region, that's all the oil and rubber I could ever really want. So that's amazing. There's a lot of planes over here all of a sudden. Hi, guys. How y'all doing? I guess we will have you guys all assign... We could do some supply drops here, but I'm not worried about supply, especially once we conquer Disney World. I know how much freaking food they've got in there. Ton, man. All right. You know what? Sit tight. I think these two are dead. I don't think there's anything I can do to save them. Nope, they're both dead. Well, that was a massive waste of my time. Good job, guys. Good job. I should be mad at them. They're dead, but you get the point. Let's grab some more factories for the Toad anti-tank. And what else should we do? Continue upgrading our infantry equipment, perhaps? There is a lot of it to go around. This is enough anti-tank, I think. How are we doing on motorized? Still lacking a lot of that. But for now, I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and put some more into military equipment. So yeah, these divisions are just going to have to remain unassigned for a little bit. Sorry, nothing I can do. All right. So we didn't get a cutoff here against the Americans, but we did see our front line get screwed up, so let's fix that real quick. Thank you. Okay, so we're pushing through here for some reason. I don't see how that's a good play. Japan just took 23 states and just got a bunch of China to be their vassals. Not unusual. I would assign automatically the armies to this, except I think that that's just straight up death because it kills the game every time. So let's not worry about that right now. All right, I want to get us around, but you guys are not doing a very good job of it. If you can kill like a few extra American troops by doing this, this would be amazing, you know? You guys try to push in this direction. You guys try to counter against you. Looks like you already are pushing against him. All right, one of you stay back. We're not doing a very good job here either. Soviet Union actually did puppet Finland. That is the first time in the many times that I have played Hearts of Iron that the USSR has done anything, with Finland aside from a white peace deal. Also, Venezuela is now a part of the Axis for some reason. Don't ask me why. No, Venezuela, you are not allowed to join. I know, you're very enthusiastic about this opportunity to kill the Americans, but no. I say no. You will not allow. You're fine where you are, man. Actually, just go right here and you can get it. Oh, no, you can't. Is the river really that deep? Okay, never mind. Guess we don't have to worry about it. Not nearly enough troops pushing against these Americans. I'm not feeling very happy about this right now. We don't have any air superiority over New England. Well, that would certainly help. Probably. Good job, paratroopers. Hold Florida for me. We are slowly but surely pushing here as well against the Americans toward California. But it ain't happening anytime soon. Also, the Florida coast is being invaded. That's annoying. Let's save our planes and move them over here. There we go. Just in case. If I'm about to lose the Bahamas, I don't want to risk my planes getting moved out of the way, you know? That'd be a problem. I think part of the issue is that we don't have enough manpower, which is leading to my armies not being fully reinforced. Which is why I think that these are going to be low equipment priorities. How do I get some manpower back? Do I want to keep training these up? I mean, it sounded great, but we don't have the manpower for any of this. Let's cancel these. These guys did get done. All right, we're not going to continue training them after this, though. We have a lot of equipment we need to produce for upgrades. I really want in here, but I can't. Wish we had some, you know, close air support and stuff. That'd be amazing. Get as many fighters over here as you can. I would like to have the air superiority. That would be nice. Please defend against this. He is actually really pushing pretty hard against me right now, which I suppose I should be glad about. That was sort of the point. Let's go ahead and clean this up and get a better front line. You guys are looking okay. Sort of. I don't know. The Americans aren't doing much, but it's annoying me. Oh. The Soviets sent volunteers. How rude. We are still unable to get a surround in on these guys, and apparently they got some good encryption tech, because now I have no idea what I'm looking at. So now we're flying kind of blind, so to speak. I don't know what's going on with the United States. I really wish I could call in the British Empire, though, because the Navy will be very helpful right now. But alas, that is not for me. Can we push against this? Maybe, hang on. Can we? Not really, no. Apparently my organization is not nearly as good as I want it to be, which I find very disheartening. But oh well. What do you need? Really just infantry equipment if we want to keep getting some upgrades for our units, which would be nice. I need some oil. All right, Soviet Union, can you hook me up? Even though you're supplying, apparently, the United States with some troops, which I don't appreciate, by the way, you scum. Stop it. I wish you were dead. Why are you retreating into their land? That doesn't make sense. How are you doing that? There's the upgraded plane. Okay, wonderful. We could go for some bombers, which would be nice. Alternatively, some doctrines like fighter detection, air support, mission efficiency, and so on would be nice. March of 1940. We still haven't finished with the tanks. We could get the extra soft attack and stuff, which would be better. Let's do that next. Outdated equipment in production. Yep, I'm aware. Thank you. Fighter 2. Engine, as much as we can manage, which right now is only level 3. It'll have to do. Change out the fighters. Better planes. Better pizza. Papa John's. Mechanization effort is done. Fantastic. Now we'll be able to use that. Okay. Armor effort. Aha! An upgrade for armor technology. That's what I want to see. Faster tanks. Tankage. We may not... Oh, I'm losing all of my oil all of a sudden. We may not actually get much in the way of actual, like, regular medium or light tanks, but we might get a whole load of tank destroyers instead, because those are pretty good. I guess we can trade with Iran. That's not so bad. Improved computing machine. Good. Faster tech across the board. It is 1940. We could start working on the atomic research. Maybe we end up using nukes against the Germans. That'd be amazing. All right, we need to research. Not rocketry. We do need to make more progress on tanks. So what kind of tanks do I want? Probably mediums, right? Pretty good balance across the board. I mean, heavy is good if we want to just have survivability. Raw survivability is fun. I think medium tanks might be the way to go, though. And if that's the case, then we have to start working down light tank next. The Florida coasts. He is now trying to do a naval invasion down here. Darn it. As long as we maintain a one port and have some supplies, that might be okay. But that's probably why he pulled off of this, is he's now trying to just swipe in this direction. Which I suppose makes some sense. All right, we are actually getting some progress here in California, though my supplies are a little iffy. What I can do is probably start up over here, get some transport planes. We do have a few extras anyway. Not quite 50, though. Can I get, like, 20? 22's fine. 22 of those. Why is it not letting me? Hello? It did this before. I think this is a bug. If you mess with the whole, like, set limit slider... Well, maybe not. Hang on. No, we can't. Cannot create air wing, not a... Oh, manpower. Of course. We don't have enough manpower for any of our planes and stuff. Okay, go here and then go to the West Coast, and let's see if we can get any sort of air superiority, or at least contest them a little bit. They are pushing against my paratroopers again, but this time it looks like we're holding together. Should have our maximum entrenchment bonus. Better fighters? Agility and speed would be nice. But we kind of need... I can't do service by requirement. We don't have war support. Because we are in an offensive war. Well, that's a problem. All right, fine. We're going to go for the light aircraft designer and get the extra agility and speed for our aircraft. That makes them significantly more effective. My front line has been completely messed up, and we did indeed lose a troop. Something got lost over here. You, send one of your motorized over here instead. There you go. All right, I still wanted us around. Can you guys push in this way towards Boston? Is that an option for me? The answer is no. Okay, can you push down this way? Maybe. Why are we taking so much attrition right now? 64%. That doesn't seem right. Is that right? No. Transport planes. Go up here. Supply drop the area. As much as you can. Alright, so this is just a bad fight. Can you instead push this way? Nope. We're having a hard time pushing against the Americans right now. They are holding together pretty well. Pretty well, all things considered. So what are we lacking right now? Mostly just motorized. Everything else is about on par. So we can continue making more. I think instead we'll just make more infantry equipment so we can upgrade everything. And yeah, I don't want to train any more after this. We just don't have enough manpower to go around. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and cancel some of this. It would get me 13,000 manpower if we do that. You know, maybe we could just train one more up. Have we used up enough manpower for these? We have. I can get 96 manpower now if we do that. It is all going to reinforcements. All right. Cancel, 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 cancel. Let's not train up anymore. In fact, let's go ahead and cancel all of this. Why? Because this means we have, if we're using up our manpower this much, it means that we need to be reinforcing some armies, and they're fighting at low strength. This is part of the reason we can't break through to the Americans. So, yeah. Like you, for example, what's your supply? You are waiting for no manpower, surprisingly. Okay, so you're actually okay right now, but still, you get my point. Without more manpower, this is going to be an issue. Are we going to please just take this, because it's got 4 divisions assigned here for no reason. I need more supplies. The sooner we can get into Portland, that would be amazing. Can you guys assist with this? Okay, close air support is done. We'll go ahead and immediately start researching the next version of that. Can you push in this direction and work toward a surround or something? One of you do the same thing. Let's get a surround in on the mountains. I need Portland. I need supply generation. It's kind of the most important thing right now. Now sneak attack. There we go. There we go. That makes it a lot easier. All right. Supply generation will make it so that we don't lose quite so much. Though I think my attrition is absolutely abysmal right now. Still holding together here. I thought he did oh, no, he didn't do a naval invasion of Florida. He just took the rest of the Bahamas. Well, that's annoying. Front line got messed up again. Stop doing that, please. Okay, hold together. We are only really defending. We can't actually break through. This is where we need tanks. Now, his coastlines are often not very well defended. In case in point right now, we actually can just push right through here. So let's do that next. And we'll try to keep shattering these guys. Until we can get to, like, Boston or something. Can you guys push against them? No. That's fine. Just reinforce for a little bit. One of you stay behind. Okay, good. Hold together, hold together. He's not defending Boston, so we'll go ahead and grab this. Now he's defending Boston. Even with reinforcements, it's looking a little dicey. We might be able to get him, though. Can you 5 crush anything at all? A surround would be amazing right now. No. Okay, you sit tight. So we're close to getting a good encirclement on some of these guys. I just can't quite pull it off, which I find very disappointing. New military factories necessary. Go for... Don't need to upgrade much more in terms of artillery. We should show me what we need for upgrades. We need a lot of infantry equipment and towed artillery for upgrades. So let's go ahead and do even more infantry equipment. It's cheap. It's very easy to produce. We can get a lot of it going. Let's continue producing more of our military factories. We actually probably need to end this video up. I have no idea how long it's actually been because I had to restart a couple of times because of the stupid AI calling in people I didn't want to call in. And because I didn't understand how that mechanic works, I just didn't feel like just eating that bullet, because then Germany would have gotten all of America. So, yeah. Now I have no idea how much time has gone by, actually, but whatever. Can you push into this real quick? Let's just grab it. No, you may not join my wars, either of you. Y'all suck. I don't trust anybody but me. Armor effort is done. Excellent. Doctrine, equipment... Nuclear? Tempting. Tempting. Gonna be a little while still, though. Let's go for a land doctrine upgrade, and we'll see how things are looking from there. So, yeah. Having a hard time encircling the Americans, but eventually we should be able to do it. We are making some successful pushes down into California, but the further we push, the harder it's going to be to maintain this front line, which is a big issue. And we have distracted, I have no idea how many troops, but he doesn't feel confident enough to push against my paratroopers, so they can't be very strong. So this may have been kind of a waste. It might be better to actually pull them back so that we can deploy the front of the paratroopers somewhere like up here, for example. Do we have air superiority? No, but if we could do that, that would allow us to possibly get a huge encirclement on them. And we may want to consider that next video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.